Well, greetings, dear ones. We are very pleased to have this time to speak with you again today. And so today we look at the issue of fathers at this time, very near when many countries, many cultures celebrate a day for fathers in June. And we look at as well the divine masculine, which was so discarded, so left behind for so long. So these brief words come with energies to assist and sustain you in these times when so much feels to be very tumultuous and unsure and difficult and demanding. And we speak of the divine masculine now because it is experiencing a rebirth. So if you can right now, just say the word masculine to yourself a few times. Just allow feelings to come up. Notice what they are. We're working with all of you to assist in moving your energies and your state of consciousness from a place of resentment or anger, feelings of guilt or loss or sadness, feelings of having been trampled by masculine energies. To just assist you in releasing that and releasing identification with it. This is something a lot of people will do, particularly if you're female in this life, or often many males as well. You will have had times when you felt crushed by that which is often called the wounded masculinity. And that comes from this very radical, we want to say, requirement that anything that you cannot understand, take into your life, take into your knowing of how life is and what it offers, is probably oppositional and ought to be squashed or repressed. And this is accounted for a great deal. And it's spurred on the sense that life is a competition, life is a matter of acquisition, life is a matter of who's strongest, who's toughest. And you see this exemplified in the military over and over. And then you see, as in Dr. Greer's recent recording, you see military men allowing themselves extreme vulnerability and emotion in front of people, in front of the many millions who will see that video. And you realize things have changed. And this isn't to say that there weren't other men involved in the military at any time who showed their grief over the trauma that they and others sustained, over loss of life, over the needless push of the military systems to devour, to control, to redirect. Of course, those men have come forward, many of them. But we point to the current stories because those who saw, for instance, the lights or the ships of what are called UFOs, they have been changed. They opened up on a higher consciousness level to accept something that they had been trained to never experience, or if they did experience it, never speak of it. Don't hold it within your memory banks even. So right now, we're going to flow energies to you to assist you in releasing the pain that you associate with any form of masculinity, whether it's in you or in others. Let's take a breath, open to receive if you wish. A lot of you have felt that the divine feminine was squashed by wounded masculinity, and yes, it was cut out of earth life to a good degree. It has been, never completely, but in terms of conscious awareness, it has been certainly highly, highly challenged. And yet this need not be the case anymore. So just open to receive as the sun rejoins us out from under the cloud. Breathe in. And breathe out through the open mouth. Wonderful. We see a number of goddesses coming forward and ascended lady masters coming forward to work with all of you. Some of them from amongst us. Some of them, many of them from your own soul families. And they're lovingly holding in their arms that aspect of the wounded masculine, which seems to have run Earth for so long, seems to have encapsulated how Earth governments were run, and Earth medicine, and Earth education, and Earth military, and on and on and on. Hand over to these dear ones, or to us, or your higher self, that which you know you cannot carry anymore. Because as an empath, as a light worker, starseed, etc., people will have come to you asking for healing. They will have handed you the pain that they did not know what to do with. They may have been screaming, they may have been crying, they may have just been in the elevator with you for a moment or two. But energetically, they may have handed over to you that which they had no idea how to heal and did not know how to deal with. This goes for your culture as well. This goes for your media. All the tough guy stories, all of it. Hand that over to these dear ones. And Saint Germain is here with his beautiful violet transmuting flame, and you can put it in that flame as well. If you're not good at imaging, make a motion as if you were handing something over to someone, and it will be received. As you look at this great tree, you realize that it has sustained life and vitality, beauty, and its own empowerment for a very long time indeed in Earth time. And it is here to assist if you have someone to forgive. Could be a father, a teacher, or a government leader, or could be anyone. Perhaps someone who didn't respect your boundaries, or someone who didn't have any themselves. And so now would be a helpful time to say to them, something bad happened to make you this way. So we were both wounded. I bless you and I release you to your higher good. I release all dark feelings, all anger, resentment, any dense emotion of any kind that I've ever held regarding you. I release it because there's no sense in my carrying it anymore. It's time to let go of that. Say to them, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you went through what you did, that you thought that this behavior was the only way out. I rise above that now. And I bless you on your way. And this doesn't matter, dear one, at all whether the person is still on the earth or not. It's all right. Say what you need to say to their spirit in front of you. If you want to cry or scream, that's all right. Scream into a pillow, cry, let it out. Now is the time for healing. Now is the time for release. We bless fatherhood, for it is rejoining the higher path now. We bless masculinity as it regains its divine masculine aspect. This too has revisited the earth, and it's come to stay. And so we send much love, dear ones, and many blessings. Namaste.